Hi, this is Yolanda Van Veen, and in this segment we're going to learn all about how to repot houseplants. Now, repotting a houseplant is just moving your houseplants from a smaller container to usually a larger container, or dividing them out, or just giving them some fresh soil, and even using the same container and just giving them some fresh compost so that they can get some new nutrition. And there's some simple rules that you can follow that are pretty much true to any plant when you are transplanting them. So first of all, I try to remove any dead flowers or any leaves when I'm transplanting. This is a little primrose. It's a beautiful plant. It has gorgeous flowers. And my rule of thumb generally is don't repot your plants if they're in bloom. But at this point, I want to repot it to a bigger pot, and that way it'll have more room to grow. And it's getting to be winter time, and I've taken it from outside to inside. So I want to give it more room to grow over the winter, because I know it's got a good set of roots after the summer. So when you take them out of the pot, make sure and be very gentle. You don't want to just pull it, because you'll break it off. So the trick is to actually just push on the pot and actually try to work its way out. And if there's roots growing through the holes, cut those roots off, because they're going to stop that pot from coming out, or the plant. And if the pot is just so root bound you can't move it, then just slit the container altogether. And I've had to do that before, because you just can't get them out of the pots because they're just so compacted. And an easy way to do that is if it's not blooming, I've just thrown them on the ground, and if it's just a plastic pot, they'll pop right open. But if it's a nicer pot, you don't want to do that. You want to save them. So just gradually work your way out, even if you take a wood or any kind of a tool, screwdriver, to try to work it out. And once you've got the plant out of the container, just very carefully, you'll see it has lots of roots. And you want to give those roots a chance to get invigorated again, and a chance to really grow. So an easy way to do that is to just break it open in the middle, but be very careful not to hurt the plant. But by just getting some air into the middle of the plant, it'll get all this room for it to grow. And I just try to break up the roots just a bit, but don't break them too far to the top, just on the bottom, because you want to stimulate some new growth. And when you put them in your containers, in the new container, I always like to put some gravel in the bottom of the container, and then some good compost or potting soil, and then put the plant into the container. And then use some good compost to put just around the area where the roots are, and then kind of push it down to compact it. You don't want the dirt to be so fluffy that when you add the water, it just falls down to the end, and you still just have a plant with no dirt to grab onto. So you can always add dirt to it later too. But whether you plant them in the spring, summer, or the fall, it doesn't matter. Transplanting is always great for your plants, and you can enjoy all types of containers, and you can do it any time of the year.